Thank you for coming to Starbright Storytime. Today's book is Inside My Imagination by Marta Arteaga and Zuzanna Celej. Inside My Imagination by Marta Arteaga. Illustrated by Zuzanna Celej. One day I wrote a story just like the ones Mommy reads to me before I go to sleep, a story with lots of lovely words. One day when I was reading my story, I breathed in one of the words and something magical happened. I entered my imagination. It was an amazing paradise. There were unicorns, fairies, elves, and magicians. They appeared and disappeared whenever I wanted them to. My imagination is like a sea of thoughts that float and glide over each other. Droplets and bubbles contain my ideas that become real just by looking at them. They swim and swim, trying to solve the mysteries within me. They appear and disappear, silently diving far, far away, until there, out on the horizon, are all of the answers. My answers. My imagination is like a land of clouds of different shapes. My imagination is like a meadow full of shooting stars. My imagination is like an enormous music box where I keep everything I see and hear. I can keep the sounds of the earth in a music box, the seas and the rivers, the crickets, the squirrels leaping through the trees, and the whisper of the wind on their leaves on those trees. The day I breathed in my story, I could see my imagination and how it worked inside my mind. The thinker of my imagination casts her net into the air and catches my ideas. The more I feed my ideas, the more ideas I have. The letters all fit perfectly into place. Then the words all hold each other's hands. And they cross the bridge of my imagination that connects my worlds, the internal and the external. And they are born, just like I was. My imagination. There is a magical place where you can always be yourself. In this magical place, you can turn on your light and light up your life. This place is your imagination. Your imagination is something living with its own voice. Your imagination is the expression of your freedom. This story, for children and adults alike, invites us to open the doors of our imagination, the place where we can always feel and be ourselves, and to discover the way it works. What lies in your imagination? This has been Inside My Imagination by Marta Arteaga and Zuzanna Celej. Printed by Cuento de Luz. Inside My Imagination. Text, copyright 2012 by Marta Arteaga. Illustrations copyright 2012 by Zuzanna Celej. This edition, copyright 2012, Cuento de Luz, Madrid, Spain. Title in Spanish? Dentro de Mi Imaginación. English translation by John Brokenbrow. Fourth printing. Printed by Shanghai Chinchi Printing Company Limited, September 2018. Thank you for coming to Starbright Storytime.